What up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. So you guys, it's official. I did get this back May 15th, but I wanted to make a separate video. On the 15th, my husband came home. He was like, did you hear anything back? Today marks a month since you were supposed to hear back from them. I checked my email. I was like, no, I didn't get anything. I didn't hear anything. He was like, oh, okay. I guess you'll have to call them, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yeah. I went to work, and maybe like 2 hours later from that whole thing, me driving to work, I checked my email again as I was talking to one of my coworkers, and there was the there was the email, and I quickly opened it, you guys, from the DOE.
Official statement of status of eligibility, Miss Rochelle. Wow.
I know.
Hey, you eligible.
I know.
This is crazy. That mean they looked at your qualifications and said you're eligible, right?
Yeah, my degree.
This is crazy.
I know, temporary certificate.
So what's next?
Applying.
You'll go from eating a whole bunch of Italian food to eating cafeteria food. Perhaps your Lord lead us and guide us. They literally got back with you in 30 days.
30 days. Yeah, I'm so excited. I wanted to show you. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it says official statement of status of eligibility. And it's basically saying I have this temporary certificate for 5 years. It says non-renewable. And I did the pre-K to grade 3, and which is what my bachelor is in. And they found me eligible, and now I'm able to. I didn't put my mic in, but now I am able to apply for a job. So I've, I don't know. First step is done. Yes, babes. Yes, come in. Come in. I need you to finish your work, okay? You know when you're done, you can rest. You know when you're done, you can play. Papa, you're shaking my camera. I'm recording. Back up. What do you have left?
Just my spelling and my critical thinking.
Do your critical thinking. That's pretty fast. And then you just have spelling left, which is 1 page. You got this. Okay, how about this? I'll give you a 5-minute break, and then you. Okay, sorry about that. So, yes, and I've been getting emails and text messages about applying here, applying there, but it's like, wow, I'm eligible. And I just kept asking God, I'm like, God, am I really about to be teaching in the fall? And now my whole thing is like, I got so nervous, you guys. My husband's just, I told y'all, he's just so hyped. And I'm just like, because he's been waiting. He's like, you went to school for this. I don't know, I've been more nervous, like, dang, the turnover rate, people's leaving, and here I am just like waltzing in. You know, like everyone's running like, there's a fire in the building. And I'm just so nervous because I just know what, I've been in education, although I haven't been in a elementary school. I just know that it's going to be the same difference. I just know what comes with it, and that makes me nervous. Just like, one, everything, you know, all the reasons that the teachers are quitting, like those are all valid. The administration or the parents or the kids or you know, not getting enough money for what you're doing. So I know all of that is a thing, which makes me nervous. And then someone else watching me or observing me, I get nervous for that. Like, it brings my anxiety to like a 10. I just get so nervous with things like that, and just the responsibility of it all, and just stepping back into that, I'm just like, I am nervous. I am so nervous. I'll be lying to say I'm not, but I'm also like, you know, this is another reason to lean into God. Not saying I'm going to be doing this forever or whatever. I also feel like this is a stepping stone, and I've always everything has just been a stepping stone for me. I went from, Lord, am I going to be teaching in the fall, to, Lord, please help me find a good school, not only for me, but for my kids, whether we're together or whether we're separate. I just want to have a good school, and not saying I want a specific location or a certain kind of kids. I don't. I just want it to be good for my mental health. You know what I'm saying? So for my summer to-do list, the first part is completed, and now I have to fix my resume, cover letters, apply, and go to interviews, which is like, it's like you're auditioning, or for something. I mean, like, that's how I feel. I don't even feel like, I equate interviewing with just like auditioning for a role, and that makes me nervous. And then for the kids, they got their scholarship, so now it's like, okay, find them a school, but we have a camp orientation today, trying to find them a camp, and we're going to see tonight, like, is this the one, or are we like scratching it off the list? If this one don't work out, I really don't think we're going to find another one to put them in, but I guess that'll be okay, except for when I have to go on interviews, and if they have to be in the morning or afternoon time, that's can get a little sticky. I don't know. I didn't even think about that. Hopefully the summer camp work out. And then for the kids, they did get approved for the scholarship. I don't know if I mentioned that. So that should I'm hoping that it helps I'm hoping that the scholarship money helps broaden our search, to find schools that we would want them to go to with the scholarship. So that's another thing now, using the scholarship to see if we could find them a good school. And then also trying to make sure that our mornings isn't my husband going west, I'm going north, and the kids are going south, something crazy like that. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Do we need a second car? And never ending, y'all. I promise y'all, it never ends. It goes from one thing to another, to another, to another. But I also was thinking, like, should I apply to a Christian school? Because I started, I was scrolling up to like 2 a.m. last night, because I'm like, oh, I really didn't think about it. That would be a great thing. But when I did look online, one of the schools, they pay, I think it was less than the public school, like the school district. So I'm like, ooh, it's like a give or take, pros and cons. But I did go to a small group last night, and I was telling them how my pros and cons was what I'm telling y'all. Like, I got eligible, that's my pro. My con is just like all the feelings that come with it. And there were 2 teachers in the room. There were 2 other couples last night that I'm not used to seeing. And they really motivated me and encouraged me last night. One of them, she just had a baby, and her husband was saying she drove an hour to work. She loved her kids, loved her school, and she didn't want to leave. And she said, don't pay attention to the turnover rate. She was like, I love my school. I didn't want to leave my kids. And it was just that she had a baby, and every mother gets that. Let me not say every mother. Some mothers get the feeling of want to be home with your baby. I had that feeling. That's when I got into that whole thing of staying home with my son, having my second, even though I was still in school, which was good. She, on the other hand, was already working, got pregnant. So that's like different for her. For me, I'm glad that it happened the way it did, and I'm here where I am. Like, I'm happy about all of that. So she was like, that really motivated me. And that's when my prayer was like, okay, well, God, help me to find a school that I'm going to love, and great parents, I just have to learn within this new territory, and I'm going to be all right. So, oh my gosh. That's kind of crazy. My belly just like. So the other lady was just like, you know, think about your kids have been so lucky to have you. And she was like, now these other kids will be so lucky to have you, you know, a parent, a teacher that is just passionate and that love their kid, that's saved, you know, and pray for them. And she's like, they're going to be so lucky to have you, like a Christian teacher, you know. And so I was like, wow, I'm glad they were there. I'm glad I shared what I shared, and I'm glad that they just encouraged me. But I'm like, thank you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will catch you all on the next one. It's just so much going on my end. Don't forget, you guys, to like, comment, and subscribe, you know, the usual. And I will see y'all in the next one.